time to test out the new shoes, the Hoka Speedgoat 5s. 2 days out from the Yandina 5O 50k race. Still undecided on whether I'm going to run in the new shoes or whether I'll go back and use the old Speedgoat 3s. I guess I will decide after today's run. So I'm back here at Belmont Hills Reserve, just planning to do about 12k, so 3 loops of my 3k course plus a little bit extra. So all right, let's go and hit this run and try out these new shoes. Okay, 4k in, I'm really liking the Speedgoat 5s compared to the 3s. So much softer underfoot, such a more comfortable ride. I don't know if that's because I had 700k in the 3s and I just got used to how hard they felt. Straight away when I put the 5s on, my foot just really appreciated how comfortable it was. And out here at Belmont, it's very rocky, a lot of sharp rocks, and I've run over quite a few already and no feeling at all in the foot. Good protection of the foot on these real rocky trails. Stability wise, I feel really confident in the Speedgoat 5s with my foot plant. I tried the Peregrine 12s on from Saucony and I was just a little bit concerned about how narrow I found the outsole, that landing area. Just thought that they may cause me some issues on the more technical tracks, but the Speedgoat 5s, going up a hill guys, no such issues with the wider outsole on the Speedgoat 5s. I feel really confident where I'm putting my foot. Got a lot of confidence in the shoe. Traction wise with those lugs, I found them so far really good going uphill and excellent on this looser gravel going downhill. That has to be a good thing. Are they going to get the nod for Yandina 5O? I am warming to the fact that I might use them, so stick around and see what my decision is on that. Guys, that's a wrap. Just a bit over 12k. Go through all the stats for this run when I get back home. Early first impressions of the Speedgoat 5s, thumbs up. Am I going to use them for Yandina 5O 50-kilometre race in 2 days? I'll let you know when I get back home, and I'll give you my full first impressions of what I thought of the Speedgoat 5s. I'll see you then. 12.77 kilometres, 490 metres of elevation, 85 minutes and change at a 6:43 per kilometre average, running in the Hoka Speedgoat 5s.
Now, a little bit about the Speedgoat 5s. There's a 4mm heel to toe drop, 33mm here in the heel, and 29mm here in the forefoot. A little bit more than the Hoka Speedgoat 3s that I have been running in. I also had a 4mm drop, 32mm here in the heel and 28mm here in the forefoot. Making a hell of a mess here on the table, but anyway, good cushion through there. I found the 3s to be, a little bit firmer. Admittedly, 700 odd kilometres on those shoes. I certainly noticed the difference from those two shoes in how cushioned and plush they are underneath. I had no issues running over sharp rocks, felt nothing in the foot. So there's a good level of cushion in there to protect the foot from any sort of sharp objects. Now, you might be thinking that, wow, these shoes got mighty dirty for the first run impression. Well, I do have a confession to make, guys. It's actually been 10 days since I had the first impression run in the Hoka Speedgoat 5s. And to answer that question from a little bit earlier on in the video, yes, I did use them in the Yandina 5 O, the 50-kilometre trail race.
Oh, this is a rocky section through here.
So that's why they're looking a little bit grubby. So I guess you could say that this video is a first run / first race impression in the Hoka Speedgoat 5s. Huge difference with the 5s compared to the 3s, especially in this upper. It's a double jacquard engineered mesh. You can see here on the 3 there was a lot of this sort of plastic support around the shoe. None of that is evident here on the 5s at all. Much more stretchy upper. It was just comfort from the first step, I guess. It was like your foot was just going, oh, a nice comfortable trail shoe. Really nice improvement there. Losing that little bit of plastic or support around in the 3s. They have saved a little bit on the weight. And the weight of the 5, we'll see. So about 330 grams in my size, US 11.5. Now comparing that to the Speedgoat 3, 362 grams. So they've saved a bit over 30 grams in the Speedgoat 5. Now having that double jacquard mesh here on the upper just serves to give you a little bit more protection out there on the trails. First run impression, and also the Yandina 5 O trail race, very rocky, lots of fallen twigs and branches, and I felt like I had really good protection on the upper. You can probably just see there too on the toe box, a little bit narrower through here in the 5s compared to here in the 3, but still really good protection through there. I kicked a lot of rocks in that 50-kilometre trail race. I had no discomfort in the toe area at all. Another difference is the heel counter. It's got that little lip here at the top in the Speedgoat 5s. Not really sure why, but I had no issues on the Achilles in either run, the first impression run or the 50-kilometre trail race. Really does hug the heel quite snugly, and I had no slippage at all. Now, similar setup with the lacing as well. The Speedgoat 3s, a little bit more padded there through the tongue, a part guzzeted tongue on the 3s. With the 5s, not as much padding through there as well, and also a partly, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that in there, but also a partly guzzeted tongue. And I don't know what it is with trail shoes where the tongue for me just doesn't seem to come up far enough when you're lacing up, and the laces sort of sit right across the top on the tongue when I lace up. Having said that though, no issues at all with the lockdown in the Speedgoat 5s. That engineered mesh, just a little bit of elasticity there to either hug the foot or just give you a little bit more room. Another thing I must say too is that when I run in the 3s now after running in the 5s, my foot gets really hot in this old shoe, but with this new engineered mesh, it's much more breathable and my foot doesn't tend to get quite as warm. The outsole, not a lot of difference between the two. About a 5mm lug here on the outsole, the Vibram Mega Grip. Look, I had no issues. The Yandina 50 was a lot more muddy than the first run impression. I got through the mud and the slush, no problem at all. Going up hills, got these nice grippy here in the lugs. And then obviously coming down hills. I think I said in that first impression run that felt really confident in this shoe, and after Yandina 50 certainly hasn't changed my mind. I'm a real novice when it comes to trail running, and I've had no issues with the 2 pairs of Hoka Speedgoats that I've had. If you are pretty much new to trail running, I don't think you can go wrong with the Hoka range, and I really have found that I've enjoyed my experiences out on the trails running in both the 3s, and that level of enjoyment has probably stepped up a notch running in the 5s. Alright guys, oh, my hands are so dirty. My final thoughts on the 5s. Look, this will be my shoe that I'm going to use in the UTA 100, no doubts about that. I'll put these away for a little while now. I'll probably have just maybe one more run in them before UTA 100 on May 14, which is now just a little bit over 5 weeks away. So I guess I really should go and give these shoes a bit of a clean if I'm not going to use them much between now and UTA. So they've got 62 kilometres on them now, well short of the 700 odd kilometres that I've got in the Speedgoat 3s, and I'm going to continue to use the Speedgoat 3s leading up to UTA. Real thumbs up for the Speedgoat 5s. Really looking forward to running those trails at the UTA 100 in the Blue Mountains. Alright guys, that's about it. So let me know in the comments down below if you've got a pair of the Speedgoat 5s and what you really think of them. I'd be interested to know what if other people are enjoying them as much as I am. Okay, I'm out of here. That's my first run and first race impressions of the Speedgoat 5s. Until next time guys, run free, run happy, and I'll catch you then.